'Twas the night before fallout, and all through the wastes, humans set up their lights, and the mutants their plates. The smell of Salisbury steak outspread in the air, in hopes that Todd Howard soon would be there. The folks of the town, glad not to be dead, fell asleep with visions of chems in their head. The turrets were tuned, and the guards had their bats, ready to defend against roaches and rats. When out in the distance arose such a clatter, the guards sprang to their feet to see what was the matter. From their posts they emerged in a rush and a dash, watchful to see what caused such a crash. The moon in the sky shed light on below, and gave all of the land an additional glow. The guards behind walls and their tall stacks of sandbags saw a broken down cart being driven by radstags. With a short little driver, yet fearsome and powered, they knew in a moment it must be Todd Howard. He approached to the town, his riders so tame, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dogmeat, now Eddie, now Arthur and Preston, on Three Dog, on Harold, on Marcus and Yes Man, to the front of the gate and to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
And with a shimmer and gleam and a light in his eye, the cart and its coursers all took to the sky, and to the roofs of the households the carriage it flew, with the cart full of gadgets, and Todd Howard too. And then in a moment the folks heard from the roof the pawing and prancing of each little hoof. The guards in a panic started running around, but Todd Howard had made it to each home in town. He flaunted his jacket of black Brahmin leather, immune to the cold, the rads, and the weather. A bundle of goods he had flung on his back, and he looked like a caravan with his giant pack. His hair oh so curly, his dimple so stern, and the hat on his head was as green as a fern. And as he arrived to the town in his t-shirt and jeans, he took one last swig from his Vault-Tec canteen. And the folks gathered round, shocked and in awe. The guards lowered their bats, and the radstags their paws. With silence in the air and a short little lag, the man in that moment reached into his bag. And the townspeople cheered, and they clapped and they cried, for he came bearing gifts to all far and wide. He had guns for the guards, he had food for the weak, and as he handed out gifts, he chose not to speak. For his actions spoke volumes in this bleak little world, and they spoke to all folks except one little girl. She looked up at the man with wonder and joy, grasping firmly his gift, a stuffed deathclaw toy. And she asked how he flies, and he gave but a smirk, and as he took to the skies, he said, "It just works." And with nobody but his radstags beside him, he yelled down to the town, "Don't forget to buy Skyrim."